Hello, my name is Brendan Clough. This is my WDD330 final project called Dragon Rider Academy. The web application allows users to generate riders and dragons using external APIs, pair them into teams, and save those teams using local storage. I'm going to walk you through how the application works and then show some of the code behind it. For the application demonstration, this is the main interface of my application. First, I can generate a rider, and the data is coming from an external API which provides random user information, and then you can refresh it as many times as you need to. Next, I can generate a dragon. This uses another API to simulate different fantasy attributes like type, ability, and traits. Once again, you can change that as well. And then once the team is created, the pair, or you can save the pair down here. And then you can also just forge a pair as well by combining the two different APIs at the same time. And once the team is created, it gets saved in the local storage, so it persists even when I refresh the page as shown. Gets saved down here. After refreshing, you can see the data is still here, which confirms that the local storage is working correctly. I can continue to generate and save additional teams as well. You might have seen some of the ones that I saved earlier, but once again, we can just go ahead and pair them, save. There's now 5. Refresh the page, and there's still 5 down here. Now with a quick overview of my code. We're going to be starting right here. Alrighty, and so this data folder is where I handle the data used in my application, including information coming from external APIs. Inside this section, I use async and await to fetch data, which allows the app to wait for the data before using it. I also use try and catch to handle errors, so if something goes wrong, the app does not crash. This is the folder. This JAS folder contains the main functionality of my app. For example, here is where I handle the user interface interactions. For example, when I click the buttons like generating a rider or a dragon, event listeners trigger these functions. And then it's also where the updating of the page comes from. So when the page is refreshed, the information stays there as well. And then this is my CSS file where I style the application, including layout and buttons. I'm not going to scroll through the whole thing for you. And then here is the main HTML file, which provides, oh, sorry, my apologies. I'm just blind. Here it is. This is the main HTML file, which provides the structure for the application and kind of connects everything together. And here is the dist folder, contains the production version of my app that gets deployed. The files inside the assets folder are generated by Vite. When the project is built, they combine and optimize my JavaScript and CSS for better performance. And then this file is used to configure my Vite, which is the tool I use to build and run my project. In summary, this project demonstrates the use of multiple external APIs, async JavaScript with try-catch error handling, dynamic rendering, and local storage for data persistence. This project uses at least 2 external APIs as required by the assignment. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.